Hi! Today we'll be making shrimp tempura, a popular Japanese dish. So we'll be using this kind of shrimp which they call prawn. First, you have to take off the head of the prawn. You can set this aside and use it when making shrimp stock. Remove the head carefully, then take off the shell, but keep the tails intact. Large shrimp or prawns can be found on large groceries and wet markets, especially on Asian countries. After taking off the shell and keep the tails intact, you will have to devein the shrimp by making an incision on the center of the back of the shrimp and take off the vein, which is the digestive tract of the shrimp. Pull it off. Make sure that nothing is left on the shrimp. And then after deveining the shrimp, you'll have to make small incisions on the back part of the other side of the shrimp. This will prevent the shrimp from curling up when fried. Here are the ingredients for the shrimp batter of the shrimp tempura. First, you'll be needing 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 1 teaspoon iodized salt, and 1/4 teaspoon baking powder. And for the binder, you'll be needing 1 medium egg and 1 cup of ice-cold water. And here we have the pre-prepared shrimps that we did a while ago. So all you have to do is mix the flour, all the dry ingredients together, the cornstarch, the salt, the baking powder, and then mix it thoroughly on a large bowl or a medium-sized bowl. And then crack the egg on one bowl so that if the egg is not fresh, you can immediately remove it. Mix in the egg on the flour and flour mixture. Mix it thoroughly. You can also use a wire whip if you have. But normally Japanese use chopsticks to mix this butter. If the butter is too thin, you can add more flour if you want. You can add 1/2 cup of flour to thicken out your butter. So that's 1/2 cup of flour. Then continue mixing. Have to thoroughly mix this until no lumps. We're now putting or dredging a little flour on the shrimp before frying. And then we'll dip them in butter. Okay. So we'll do the same for the other shrimps. So make sure that your butter is cold, this mixture of flour and egg and water, so your shrimp tempura will be crispy. We finish that. And then heat 1 cup of oil and we'll fry them for 10 to 15 minutes until golden brown. So we will now be frying them on a very hot oil. Okay. If you have to dip them again on butter, you can do so. Make sure that your oil is very hot. And frying, and do not overcrowd your pan. You have to fry this until golden brown on both sides. Now, after 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, our shrimp tempura are done. And you can see that the color is golden brown. Transfer them on a paper towel to drain the excess oil. You can serve this with a homemade sweet chili sauce, but I prefer to use a store-bought for convenience purposes. So here are our finished product, our shrimp tempura. Till next time, bye!